Good morning and howdy.
Howdy.
Welcome to the first installment of this semester's Borlaug Seminar Series, Borlaug Institute Seminar Series. I'm Rafa Morano, Director of the Borlaug Institute for International Agriculture, and lots of people here in the room that we know. And so it's always great to see recurring attendees. We're very grateful to have not only distinguished faculty, but also, of course, the students who are really, this is for you and no one for us. This is for you to get to meet these incredible professionals that are working around the world to address big issues, hunger and poverty, which are really the main issues that we all have to deal with in our time, and certainly it's a problem that you guys are going to have to be the ones to solve for us, this generation of young people. So before we get started, I wanted to tell you all that this is certainly the first installment. We have seven seminars that are scheduled for this semester. The next one after this one will be February the 20th. And it will be Michael Buckley, who is with Asher Associates, one of these firms that works in international development, and that we are partnering with in Borlaug Institute this opportunity to see that we practice. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Dr. Roger Norton. He is the Regional Director for Latin America and the Caribbean for the Borlaug Institute. And it is Dr. Norton's office that has taken the lead in hosting Mr. Echeverria and has done a tremendous job. In fact, Dr. Norton spearheads our efforts at the Borlaug Institute in our field project in Latin America and the Caribbean, and of course CIAT, and is directed by Mr. Echeverria, obviously plays a very important role in addressing issues in developing countries in Latin America. So without further ado, Roger, would you like to introduce us?
Thank you. Yes, I'm Roger Norton. I have the pleasure of introducing a very distinguished and very special visitor today, Dr. Ruben Echeverria. He's had a 10-year as a leader in agricultural development as well as a leader in agricultural research. For more than a decade, he was the head of agricultural operations, all agricultural operations of the Ministry of Agriculture. He's an auditor for one of the CIAT organizations, in the States, national agricultural organization, the agricultural industries, and probably everyone who knows that CIAT is the international network for 16 research institutions internationally, either in the Philippines, the Water Institute in Monaco, the Livestock in South Africa, IITA in Nigeria, etc. In Mexico, obviously, for the Borlaug as well, and CIAT. CIAT is one of the four original founding institutions for that network, and they've done wonderful things over the years. Dr. Echeverria has gotten a PhD from the University of Minnesota, and among other things that we learned is making intelligent. We also had the experience of working closely with Dr. Borlaug Ashton, who's working in the PhD work there. So we've had links going way back. In fact, he and I work together in the but he's done wonderful things, as you would expect, at CIAT, brought in lots of new, young, vibrant researchers. They have about 250 researchers, and over 90% of whom have PhDs. They have an office in Nairobi, with about 150 people working in Africa. They work in 20 nations in Africa. They work in Southeast Asia. They have an office in Hanoi. And of course, the head office is in California. They have sub-regional offices in Nicaragua for Central America and also in Lima for South America. They have spawned a business park, an agro-business park, for biotechnology applications and other kinds of applications, right next to their campus in Cali. So they're continuing to make lots of ideas. He's a dynamic leader, and we encourage all of you to talk to him, and those who haven't had a chance yet, to get in touch one way or another, and either get an open invitation to visit them at CIAT and offer this description, see how the kind of information we have already one fairly major initiative underway with CIAT as partner with us in the Warlock Institute and of course with our faculty. So we have some other smaller scale initiatives underway and we hope over coming period to keep them in practice. That was very, very considerable. So join me in giving a welcome to Dr. Echeverria. We're delighted to have you here.
Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be here. And our guest house, following up on the invitation from Roger, our guest house has 34 rooms. And if I sound correct, I think you can all come in one. We can charter a plane, and you can all visit at one.
All right.
So it's a pleasure to be here. I'm torturing you with this message. I promise I have more slides, so you have to read this for half an hour. But I want to thank Elsa Murano for the open invitation from the Institute. Roger, who has put a lot of work on organizing my agenda, and he has been running with me the marathon for 3 days. If you can fit 30 minutes in 3 days, talk to Roger. He can do it. And just for the record, if you do a PhD in Minnesota, you don't have to miss out. I missed out before. I was a farm boy and working on a dairy farm. The real reason why I'm here, just in case somebody has to escape or do other things, is only one objective why I'm here. And it is that I was sitting for the students in the audience. I was sitting like you one time ago and we had student climate at North, and somebody came from Phoenix with a presentation much better than the one I'm going to have now. I was a director of Phoenix and said, well, if you want to join Phoenix, you can see the world. I was looking for data to do my thesis at the time of my story. So I said, I raised my hand much faster than my colleagues, and I ended up at Phoenix. So there is a word that was more than 30 years ago. And I've been working with this international center since then. So there is a future out there. Texas A&M is a great place. This is my first time here. I'm really happy to be here. You can combine. You can do a PhD here, or you can do a PhD with us, and back and be a professor, work with us, do anything. So that the main purpose is to strengthen our partnership. And the reason why I think we should strengthen our partnership is because as I travel around the world, I see US, grand, beautiful universities and this one working on the same issue that we are working in CIAT with the same partners, with the same donors, with the same countries. So I said, which is good. I mean, competition is healthy, and I keep saying, can we find in some way that will come an alliance? So we are trying to rebuild that alliance. The U.S. land grant system created the CIAT. Most people think it was the Ford and the Rockefeller too formally, but behind were all of you promoting the creation of the IRIS and the CIAT. So we are back, and because it's back on the agenda, and I think this is a great time to reconnect and have alliances. So I have a few short presentations, mainly focusing on students, talking about the big challenges. So you will get some bad news up front, but just stay tuned because they're really great news. The problems and the challenges that we're all facing, they have a solution. They do have a solution. I think it's not a matter of political will and funding. And I don't want to get into soccer here because I'm in trouble. I am from Uruguay, and then maybe some Brazilian reality. But the cost is to construct the last stadium and you were the water. The cost of constructing the last stadium in Brazilian is which is great, a great investment. It's the same that the entire budget of the CCR for the entire year, from fish to quality, from bean to wheat, takes 1 million. So anyway, it's doable. There's plenty of funding out there. So great partnership potential. We are already doing something. So this is not a romantic vision to say, okay, we made partners. We are already doing this. So we hopefully we can scale that up. And this is true. You've seen this many times, and there are many ways of writing this, of presenting this. So this is a challenge. I also refer to this is a real challenge. It never happened before. The young people in the audience say, well, we always have challenges. You guys have challenges. That's why you have to stay ahead. Sure. But we never had the challenge all together. So people call it the perfect storm, or other people, there are many ways to call it. But this is, I think, a good summary of where we are. And there are solutions. there are real solutions. And if you taking the next, as we say, where we can produce the talent to solve these challenges. Um, so to go back to those, why are we having that? Why are we having that? Why? Well, one of the reasons is that when I ended up finding data for my thesis, I forgot to mention that it's really here, and they didn't have, it was room. It was just, mid 80s or something like that. Booming. They didn't have a room for students. Okay. Okay. Go to the end of the corridor, and you will see Norman Borlaug's name. Okay, and then at the end there's one little office with a box. So I ended up there, and I had the best laboratory experiment of having 2 years around Norman. And you know what? For those of you who know Norman Borlaug, he never stayed in his office. So he came and he kicked my door and said, "What are you doing? Come." What do you do here? Oh, economy, paper, for this, this stuff here. So that was my first vaccination of what the CGR really should be doing. A mission on the ground to solve real problems, not only to write great journal articles. So look at the productivity growth. That's what we are worried, because productivity growth was serious. It was going ahead of population growth, and now look at where we are. So this is not that the yields are going down. That gives you the growth rate of those yields. And we were so proud, thanks to so many plant leaders and many other agronomists. This is going down. So this is huge concern. If we cannot increase the growth rate of those yields. That's one. The other one is population. We all know that we're going to 9 to 10 billion. Pretty soon. So the population of China was, just the population was 1.3 billion in 2010, which is exactly the same population that we have when research started. So that's a good, we were all happy, all of us looking at adoption of technology about having maize, which perhaps was the best documented case of adoption and so on. Well, when that was invented, we were only 2 billion people. We were about 3 billion people when I was born in the late 50s. So huge change, and we have a lot of innovations in agricultural development since then, but the challenge is huge because of population growth. So we will be looking like this. We will be a little thinner in the Americas if you look at 2050, and other continents will be a bit more people. So the one we look a little like this. This is the best picture that we can see how we're going to be looking at. In addition, since we've been doing agriculture since it was invented 10 years ago, but in the last century, if you look at the areas where we've been doing agriculture, they have not changed much. And we all hope in the international research community that they don't. Who wants to go and cut the Amazon? Right? So there are pockets of the land frontiers for agricultural development that we can do, or we can use productivity in good the host of many. But if you combine that map with this map, this is the degradation of soil. So we need to be producing much more. We cannot do agriculture without soil. Yes, so it's very degraded. So it's a huge momentum. We are still working hard on restoration of the agrarian landscape, how we can rebuild those soils. Just to give you a few challenges. The other one is that we keep talking that there are about 800 million people that eat or survive eating every day. There's 2 billion because malnourished, and this is what we call hidden hunger. That's another topic for a lot of physics and coursework on nutrition and health. So the CGI is really bothering me. So we are not only doing plans and then having seen how this works. We're really concerned about poverty, nutrition, malnutrition, and so on. So 2 billion plus people affected. And at the same time, that's what it never happened before. At the same time, we have more than a billion people obese. And 1.5 or 1 billion. and we're throwing away 30% of more than food. Never happened before. We cannot stop this, we can reduce this. Um, we can work on that part, but it will take time. So all of this is happening at the same time that 400 million Chinese are becoming limited. Um, I hope they all can report to the YMB. But anyway, they're changing their diet. So that would be a major land use change behind the door. Uh, and finally, climate. We are doing a climate change program in the CPR. Everybody's involved in climate change. And I joke many times, sorry about my kind of river plate humor, but we all show this colorful map. And, my mother is going to see, and you listen to this, whatever thing the PowerPoint. I show some of them because you never see what I do. Especially, this is what I do. So, really video presentation. You understood my presentation. So once I said, well, if she can understand it, then I can communicate better. I can take my communication for the solution. Sorry about the communication because I have nothing wrong with it. So we all present this colorful maps and people say, so what? Because they're all red, orange and green. Where, and we all work on the same issue. So what we're trying to do at CIAT, the map, that being there, instead of talking about 100 years from now, talk about 20 years from now. In reality, what's going to happen with the family of the student family? What's going to happen? There's a lot going on, and that's the change from 50 club to 2050. So whatever you don't see green, we're in trouble. Um, why we're in trouble is not only because it's going to be warmer, right? It's not only global warming or it's going to rain or whatever you have on. It's because the fish in the sea walk along, they go around in weather, with time. So the whole thing is changing. We think we can be for different conditions and now we take 15 years to produce a new variety of rice. And if this happens in 25, is at the length of the growing period. Growing period for plants is the most important part. If they don't grow, we don't have any harvest. Well, all the day, look, more than 20% of those is when you see the every area. A lot. Sometimes we keep them out, you know, 20% less. See the work, but it has to go much faster, less time. Big change. So, I cannot avoid talking about coffee in Colombia because I have the luxury of being in Colombia and we did a study. There are a lot of friends. There are 500,000 coffee producers in Colombia. 5 million people in the family. So if you really see what Colombia has one of the best coffees, Arabica, in the world. And so what's going to happen with the 2 degrees that we will talk about, centigrade? Well, if you really are a geographer and you know how to map this, that means exactly 440 meters. That means that if you don't want to have 2 degrees, it is what it's sunny now, but it's in cooler here, so you don't care about talking about 2 degrees more. But for coffee trees, it's a lot. So they need to be moved up almost 500 meters. Who's going to help doing this? 5 million people, anyway, the other way to change the genome, I mean, use the mapping the genome and adapt that to people. That's what we are doing in both. So it is a major thing to think on the language in the future is very important to us. So to sum up on the challenges, to be very simplistic, I think we have two. One is to really continue to increase food demand, but we have to think on changing consumption patterns. It's not like in the world way that we see this along with borders. Um, I'm thinking about malnutrition. It's not enough, of course, to have a lot of food because most of these people will be malnourished. And the second one is to do that sustainably. So it's a huge, in the good old time when the CGI was doing improving varieties after the boom revolution and so on, we were less concerned about the environment at the time, 50 years ago. Now we are sustainable in this industry. So we got big positions here. We do more with less. You all know that how to do. So we are all working in how we can really improve the productivity of those lands sustainability. And to restore soil or to do many other good things in the environment. So agriculture is back on the global agenda, and I keep saying what I was told when I went to agronomy in Uruguay centuries ago, when I wanted to be an agronomy student. They told me, "Oh, you're going to study agronomy. You're going to be a taxi driver." And I said, "Well, I love to drive. There's no problem. So, there's nothing wrong with taxi driving." No, what they meant is there's no future about agriculture. So we have had a dormant period, a dry period for 20 years, and now everybody is back into agriculture, which is great. We love competition, everybody's back, the agencies, but because it's on the news. So we cannot, we should seize the moment. That's all my message. We should seize the moment. Sometimes all is ready. And so this is the moment to really get into agriculture and survive. And why we manage it? Let's go into agriculture. Great moment. Now, everybody talks about the agriculture is back on the agenda, but from the speech to the check, it's a huge timeline sometimes. So if you look at the funding, which is an important part, you cannot do research without researchers. That's people are very important. And second, you cannot have researchers if you cannot fundraise to have them alive and well and happy. So look at the funding, global public funding. Uh, it's going up, good news. The trend is going up. But it's at 32, $33 billion, 33 studies. Something like that. Half and half. Half is developing. So this is the Brazil, and China, and India, and Cuba, and the other half is the developed, here, or Europe, and private, something. The private is also going up, but still of 20 billion. So if you put all of that together, you have about 80,000, 35. The split will change over time. There will be more private over time. We know that. But still, if you count, billions sounds like a big number with all the figures. Then it's not that much. It's not that much. One regional development bank may be lending half of this per year. So it's not that much as well. So despite all the challenges and the cities, including this one, it's not too much having pain. And I won't be fundraising here today. I promise. So keep your focus. Okay, I won't ask for any money today, but this is really happening. So, and the high income countries, that's 51.9%, within half of the countries, that is developing countries. Look at the split. There are three countries in this country with money for the rich. Good money means more than 3%, 3-4% of agricultural GDP. That's very easy to calculate, and I won't get too complicated. But for every when you get out of agriculture, if you invest about 3 or 4 pesos, you may be okay. If you invest less than that, you are under invested in agricultural research if you want to really harvest this huge return. And most of us are less than one, including Colombia where I live. Less than one, so for every 100 pesos that we harvest, we're making half a peso, you're really not doing it. And look at the country. So only the high income countries are getting to the 3.5% intensity. This intensity of the investment is very important measure to see what's going on. Not only the speeches and the donors, these are the real investment. What's going on. So the good news, we agriculture research and development. Not only the R, but the D, the development part, the extension part, the real development part, can deliver long-term solutions to many of these problems. And this is my sample. You can improve my slides. And I say, if we increase funding to accelerate sustainable intensification of this world productive market. And if we have a new partnership agreement, that's all why I'm here. We can all work together to do the first part. I think in the partnership, we are lagging behind. And it used to be a donor. When 10 people come the same afternoon to ask for the same funding for the same crop, I say, why don't you get together? So I learned that get together from that part of my professional career. So now I'm trying to get together because when I go there, I say, why don't you get together? Because I did. So we should get together. I think the goal of the institute is a great window, a great chapter, which fantastic university for us in the CIAT to come in and learn and connect and do fun. And that's why that's the main reason of the visit. So to finish, I just to mention what we are doing here on the CIAT and then to come back home and see it. And then lots of questions and comments and so on. This is a family of the center that you know very well. This is the institute center of the CIAT. We are a consortium that we reformed 60 years ago. It was a good reform because we need to be called and not too much oxygen in the silos, remember? Fermentation. So we open up those silos and we have the reform, which is a consortium. We have an alliance which is like the department of the university, several universities under the section system, or you can find examples here. So we are the same family. What that means that we do rice research and English that's rice research and Africa rice that's rice research. So now we are combining to one rice program. They're still independent centers legally, but we're all really family, much family oriented and we have programs. So we are not working only on the center part, we're working on the program part to deliver good results. So that's the family. And for those programs, there are 15 programs. The 15 is a magic number in the CPR. We have 15 centers, 15 programs. I mean, it's not correlated. Some centers will be in any program, some centers will be in more than one. So we are involved in all of this. So if you have any connection, we were talking about bananas and plantains an hour ago. Uh, here. Uh, we're talking about livestock. Somebody here used to work at Libri. We were working on forest. So in all of these are the global programs, the new programs of the CPR that have been going on for 3 to 4, 5 years. We are involved. We are the only center involved in a area of so that's another pitch or flag to say if you really are, you don't have to come to see us, but if you really want to be connected to the program, we are the center involved in this program. And we are leading one, which is the climate change, agricultural food security, because you see the A or C is for agriculture. So we don't have to be focused on the potatoes or the animals. I mean, it's very dangerous, right? To be the center for tropical agriculture because we need to experimental with everything. But so if we give it as the scope, we need to integrate in the social science, environment, the human science, the human all together. So those are the centers. One of the programs. Um, Everybody is talking about climate smart art display. So this is the program that we are leading on climate smart agriculture. And one slide of this to show you. Thank you for checking the website what are we doing. The title is very subjective because if you put together these issues that we always said, the climate change, a lot of environmental science working, I studied agriculture, and the food security. To do the three in one, we may have some good results. And some of the um, within CIAT, there are 14. Okay, so these are the 14. We are leading, as you see, at a little logo up there on the climate smart technology practice and workforce, which is adaptation. Really, Columbia University, that's a big surprise. 2 of the 4 things that CIAT are not made by the CPR, which is fantastic. That was the reform. We finally opened up the University of Vermont or Columbia University in New York, and other companies. Why not take their name? We're doing this program for the next 3 years. So stay tuned, perhaps you can help us and you can lead us on a few within one. So those are the reporting within the climate change. So you have an idea of the type of information slides, very people oriented, very policy focused. So let me end the presentation with a little about CIAT. I like the one page on my school, or the one page of the return. Much worse for you, so I will say. So we're really global. We were created as a regional center for the Americas. At a great time, 50 years ago, great time. The East Coast, where we keep learning. Where great institutions for schools. To the East Coast, the balance. Anyway, we were created at a very, very good time. And we were only a regional center for 4 years. We didn't behave very well, and we became global 5 years later because the needs and the demands were really global. So since more than 30, 40 years, we've been global, we've been in Africa for a long time, more than 30 years, and in Asia for almost 30. Here we produce cassava, here we produce cassava in Croatia, we produce beans, beans here at you know that very well, and beans into Africa. So science problem, that's one of the key things when we talk with other people. Say, well, what are you doing in Cali for Africa? Well, half of the impact that we had in Africa was really in Cali, because science travels, and that's the history. People took tomatoes and potatoes and other things from America and people everywhere, right? So we're still doing that in the 21st century. Very global, about 1,000 staff, about 180 projects with 250 partners. Uh, the mission of CIAT has not changed. It's very similar to other organizations in the CGI. We have included nutrition differently. So the nutrition part, we always talk about health, but we didn't know much what that meant. So now we refocus, and I still have a copy here of the strategy 2030. We all have a strategy. This is a big one, and what we really try to do, and I feel document, uh, we really try to get nutrition back into the people. So we're having nutrition. And we love that I keep saying that this nutrition will come and tell us, the electors here, the families here, all that you're doing nothing again. In the really, the nutrition community, we know what's going on with this demand. And there, this is what demanding in that way. People say, hey, by the way, I believe in this fantastic plan, but I believe you want to do things, why do you do things? We really should do it the other way. Anyway, so we really believe in health and nutrition, and that's our mission and the big push what we are doing in the topic. One slide, all you wanted to know here, I never get to ask okay? This is a big family, so I want something of time. You can find it. Now we have 3 research areas. Agrobiodiversity is the core, the plant science, the food bank, the biotechnology, the origin. Yeah? We have 4 crops for which for 3 of them we have lower collection. For the young in the audience, when we need the lower collection, it's not when we used to collect sound or butterflies. It's a seed, so we keep in the video. And we keep there for energy. Humanity, we make a copy, and we have a copy in the last for all of us. If you ask, I'm other. We all have a copy for the next one. You can take it and you are not impressed at the ground copy. No way. So it's very important. So we don't just keep seeds and talking to our center there and see what happens. What we do with our seeds, first of all, you have to take them out, replant them, get new seeds and put them back. That's a lot of work. It's like 3 good months. But in addition, we map the genome of those seeds and try to connect them to the same colorful markers that I can that we digitize for so long. Perhaps we can take 20 years, 20 years, to really, if we really know the traits of the genome, to match that yellow and that orange and that green. So that's what we're trying to do in this collection. Anyway, lots of work in those crops and in other crops. So those are our mandates. So we have a major group on soils and landscape, working on water, land, ecosystem. So for energy, there's natural resource management. So you can do agriculture with a soil. It's very hard to convince people that you have some funding for soil. So, what we're trying to do is to combine and be a little more modern in the understanding. 2015, by the way, is the year for you know this. So we're particularly in Africa. So we build the Africa digital format, thanks to the Great Foundation and others. And we have quite a bit of momentum in Africa. working on current research. And finally, policy analysis to what the climate, the value chain work, the ecosystem challenge, and the gender, and the impact assessment, and the other things, secret, and many more that I don't know. And as I keep saying, the director general for this country should not know what's going on. He shouldn't know what's going on all the time, because I was not fine. I was very consulted, and there's nothing wrong with the control. But I, you know, some people, when I joined the, when I went to Chile, I wanted to do this, I ended up doing that, but the director did it. Anyway, so nothing wrong with director, but sometimes you have to have this space too, you have some blue sky and, you know, find some time to do it, because this is what I think here is well. And then we have this, what's happening, huge big data, precision agriculture, and other things, like the specific agriculture coming here, the new method on the young side. So we got three strategic objectives: productivity, rural income growth. Rural income growth is very important because we have the picture that small farmers on the hillside in Central America were working with, or in near the Rift Valley, and perhaps they're not viable. And we have all these political discussion at this farm, and industrial agriculture, and this versus the traditional West. I have some numbers, and I can prove that of the 16 million farmers in Latin America, 5 may be viable in agriculture. But the others should stay there because their income is rural and not farm. They live on the farm, or they do something, they complement. But anyway, so it's a lot going on rural income. So this is not only about agriculture, it's about rural issues. And then environmental and climate that I mentioned. I have a course here, and we really believe what we call building an ecosystem future. It's very doable. I mean, I know away from this, but it's really doable. So it's not, you are need to work for NGO to really do it, and you are doing it. Just to finish, in case, I've been inviting many people, including when I started half an hour ago, to come to the CIAT, and sometimes I joke, I said, you don't watch CNN, there's nothing wrong with media or TV, and there is a CNN effect, what I call the CNN effect, which is called Colombia. There's nothing wrong with Colombia. There are 3 million Americans coming to Cartagena and Chile from Colombia and other places, you know, an open, beautiful country. We are across the airport, so when you come, the airport's right here. So you have to wait any time. We'll be there almost waiting you as you we are, this is Colombian land, but we have had it for 50 years and we hope that we'll go forever. 530 hectares of beautiful land in the capital of agriculture of Colombia, sugarcane, the most fertile valley in the world. But there are 500 hectares also the national program. And then the National University is someplace you don't see here because of the following slide, and APIS in the US, but the East Bank is the Colombian APIS. So along with, when I arrived here 6 years ago, if you're going to here all the time, I went to the language. And even say I wasn't really interested. It's very dangerous to do that. You learn a lot. And I asked, what happens in this language here? There we go, right? And we learn a lot. And all green in the valley can be to pull out the fences around this whole institution and do something together, because together we have 400 people. Anyway, so we did. And this is for the Parque Biopacífico. It's a park to incubate companies and agribusiness to really make money for the companies who want to keep them. We are non-profit. But we have all the capacity to support everywhere, technology, using capacity building. So that's happening too, but it's been going on well for that too. So if you know anybody in Texas, you want to do some money, now with free trade agreement with Colombia and so on, this is a good part to invest into agriculture. And we have many visitors already coming to the park. This is my personal bias, where we people say, is Latin America going to be the best basket in the world? And so for sure. You know, some people are extracting the Midwest, they buy food, others are doing other things we did, people are fighting pandemics. Look at this, open. My country has only 3 million people, and it's still 30 million, and according to a recent strategy, Uruguay will be feeding 50 million. The US is an example, that was not the population, I was doing that. So, huge open up to really do lots of things in Latin America, including the Caribbean. Um, so we are quite engaged in new things. I wanted to give you 2 or 3 slides so you see the young people, and I have to put out the insights here. And you see what's going on with new. So some of you read the National Geographic, and we're really proud to be front and center in the National Geographic because we've been measuring what you all know, which is diet are being globalized, and the more you travel, the more you find out we all seem to be using the same, if you're not doing it. So for 50 years, for 50 crops, and for 50 countries, we put a database together to prove it. And you cannot see the arrows, but the more you are going that way, the faster you are getting to the global median. And this is proving by country how close you are to the global median side. A fantastic exposure to a new thing, which is sustainable food system in the CGR. If they have not done yet, we work with that. We will link you with National Geographic, and you know how diet has evolved over time, over countries. That's a fantastic topic for somebody to continue with research. Anybody interested here in that part? The other one is to really get into plant science, and I don't know all the details, but we're doing a lot thanks to the Gates Foundation. I mean, to get into seeds. Cassava is a main crop. It's kind of a neglected crop, but it's so resilient. You cannot do anything with cassava. And and it propagates externally. Um, so by having synthetic seeds, this is a major breakthrough. We're trying to do that as a major program at CIAT. Uh, we are working on water issues. We were helping draft the water law in Peru. We think to talk about water is important, the aquifers will disappear, is not enough. So we really get dirty sometimes in the sense of getting into policy and really sitting in offices and say, because you don't have to read them all the time. Something going to happen. So the Peru case is a great example of how we can work in natural resource management. And so that's another one. And then a very famous one, you can see the agency. None of them are so together. So you can find, yes, you can do one of them very easily. And this guy got the US right. Yes, this guy. That's the entrance was here. A lot of rights on the other entrance to press difficult and so on. So these guys got the US right because they run all these are hackers. But they're nice hackers. They don't have Sony or anything. They're really doing the big data. They really work on big data and modeling and climate change. And I keep telling them, look, you're doing a great job, you're a pretty, but you know what? Until you're proving that you can help a farmer, forget it. So they did it. They went to Colombia, they found a bunch of rice farmers, and they told them, according to our models that we've been running for months, we should delay planting for 3 weeks. And anybody here in the farm who knows our farmers said, now I will do that. A farmer will delay for a day or two. These farmers did it, they believe it. This guy posted that. He said, look, farmers are trusting what we are saying. Oh, we're in trouble. They need to be treatment. So everybody else got poor, very poor, and these guys got a lot of money because they follow the recommendation. Anyway, they're very happy doing that. This is a hobby, this is not in our mandate, it's not in our strategy, but I love it and I put it here as an example. We say the young people here, together with these all professors, and we can really help us to good research. So what are we doing? What are we doing so far? Why am I here on a Friday afternoon, right? So we have a great ongoing, small, but very strategic collaboration with World Coffee Research, which is part of the Bola Institute. Thanks for coming there. And we're helping with the map, with the sites, identify the sites, and look at the give some more details to the people for what we are doing. I think that's a good initiative that should be scaled up fantastic in the next few years. We will find good support for that. So we're already doing something and giving us later if we behave, if we are good partners or not. You have to say yes, I can go. Thank you. We are working on phenotyping for rice and cassava to drought physiology, and there are some people here to know much more about that. Michael Selvaraj was taking the name, then he was a postdoc, and now he's here in class. So we learn class connection because we are hiring all that. So he's working there. And then we have a big situation in Haiti, huge. Proposal to AID. We're waiting, but the goal of institute is our lead. Um, Time is there. I think we can help a lot. We've been working in Haiti for a long time. We've been working in Cuba for a long time. We love to go back. So those are the three things that we are doing here. These two and the rest we are proceeding. Um, I'm not arrogant enough to come here and say this is what we should do together because I don't know and I think markets should work so it's interaction. But climate change and food security, we are leading the global climate change and food security. So you don't have to ask permission of anybody to work on climate change and food security with the CGR. We are leading the program here in the partner. I'm here. So why do we do more on that? On that? And that's a lot. It's a huge open program. And it involves many things. From where we do more all the way to work on best practices in farming. The second one is the sustainable food systems. I'm looking for a university in the US or some talent who can help us. Or what, we think this sustainable food system. We've been thinking too much on the production of food and then what happened with the food system. Meaning better nutrition, less cost carbon loss, less obesity, and so on. So we're starting with an interview. We have four foundations coming to start in Cali. The people are doing Cali, but Cali is small town. We should do it globally if we can. The other possibility is what we call life for class, which is using forages. We have a global collection of forages, tropical forages, legumes, grasses, not only to figure out feeding cows, but to fixing carbon, improving the soil. So these are what we call life for class. Huge momentum because of what's going on. Colombia is trying to reduce 10 million hectares of livestock area without increasing livestock production. So the only way to do that is to have some sustainable activities because many countries are going to have a lot of huge demand for meat. And that's worrisome if you do what's going on with livestock and the environment, including Africa. Uh, and the last one is on ecosystem services, rural livelihoods, and so on. So just a few examples to thank you. Um, if we take a longer list. How can we do that? You say we need to work with them. Well, there are things that we know work. So there are these tools, like I was 30 years ago. We are sitting 50 years of data. We have what they are postdocs looking for a job or to say when I wrote in my thesis I want to do more of this. And postdocs, they're fantastic, smart professors. People will take this and I invite to take a year of mathematics. It could be a mini sabbatical. You don't even have to take the uni. Just come for it. I don't know. Let's find a way of doing it. But or could be a month or 2 months. But those sabbaticals, and we have had this many. Over time they bring the professor. They say, oh, I have a course of 3 years students here. Can I leave? Can I student? And that brings the connection on the bridge to here. For that, we provide usually house allowance and car, and we provide some operating costs. Usually, professional cars, master too. So, we would love to have the other way of having some refreshing time of our senior faculty, our senior researchers. We would love to come here to have a seat in some department for a week or two and reconnect and have to see me here all the time. They can really think free and do great things. So how about that? If they can, we are well funded. Um, and then the most important part, because we live on projects, and I don't have a budget, at the system we collect through projects. We are all our budget is spent on 100% of our budget is projects. So we need to fundraise for every new idea that we would like to start. But we can don't worry about resources and the AID and sample and many more stuff. So sorry I was a little long, but that's a beautiful campus of CIAT. We took the picture on purpose. This is the first picture on purpose, hiding the swimming pool and the tennis and the rest. You keep the donuts in the audience. So this is the working part of the campus. But it's a beautiful campus. It was built 6 years ago, a copy of a land-grant university back. And in 50 years, the land-grant university. But if you want to see how the US was 50 years ago, that's another sense to come and visit because It's a beautiful small campus, about 600 people. So, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. We have comments and questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Echeverria. Questions?